Good morning. Our lives are affected by the environment. Some of the environment we cannot do anything about, like the weather or the country's politics. But some of the environment is actually up to us. The people we surround ourselves with, the behavior of our family members is also in our power to some extent. How our friends treat us, how our employer or employees treat us too, what they think of us and how we interact with them is up to us. And it is all summarized in one word: environment. So let's consider what we can change and what should be changed to your advantage. And one important subject is saying no in a yes way. Like we have discussed before, there are two energies. Oh, you've heard this before. The positive energy of the inward love. What did I say wrong? Outward love. And then the inward energy of fear. The no is usually driven by fear. And the yes is usually driven by love. Just saying yes feels good. And you feel good when people say yes to you. Although, do you hate me? Yes. That's not quite a yes, is it? But still, it signifies that the person is honest with you. At least they're brave enough to say it, even if it is, do you hate me? Yes. Do you like me? Yes. Do you want to go with me? Yes. Do you want to be with me? Yes. Do you want to hit me? Yes. Okay, it can be good or bad. Now, we need to know how to say no. If you read my profile, and one of the weaknesses that I must admit I have is saying no. Why? Because everybody is so cute and lovely, and I just can't say no to people, but because I can identify with everybody. Because we have 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 eyes. We're all human, and I love people. So when people ask me for something, it is very, very difficult to say no because of this love and the energy that is directed outwards towards the other people. I know that if I do help them, even if it's sometimes hard for me, they will smile and they will be happy, and this is what drives me to do things that I do for other people. Okay, now oxygen mask comes back in. We need to take care of ourselves first. And sometimes saying no in a yes way is a really good thing. When somebody asks for your time, when somebody asks you to do something that you do not enjoy doing, and when somebody asks you to basically for some emotions, be it love, be it whatever else, be it your freedom. I consider freedom an emotion, so interesting concept. But people always ask, and people will take as much as you give. So as long as you give, people will take. When you stop giving, people can't take. They can't rip it out of you. You can, if it's an object, you can take it away. You can steal it. You can force the other person to give it to you. But when it is an emotion or a concept that you cannot touch with your hands, people cannot take it from you. So, saying no in a yes way is setting your limit of how much you are willing to give, how much time you're willing to sacrifice for a certain person, how much emotion, how much love, how much of your heart, of your soul you are willing to give. Any act of giving should be appreciated from the other side without expecting more, without these overly huge expectations saying, well, you are my husband, your time is my time. It's not true, right? We can't expect another person to do anything because that is truly their free will of how much they really wish to give us. When people ask you for anything, set limits, but do not say that I will not give you more than this. You can say, I will give you as much as that. Yet the line is still there. So without favorite comparisons, the glass of water, I will only give you half a glass, or I will give you as much as half a glass. That is the difference. So saying no in a yes way is giving as much as half a glass, as much as an hour of your time, as much as that much of your love. Not this much, not this much, not nothing, but that much. And this is directly related to our oxygen mask, of course. Why? Because we need the time to take care of ourselves. To estimate how much time you need to take care of yourself is easy for you, not for me, because I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know how much you lack in certain areas and how much you are out of balance. If you are well rested, your sleep is good, you're eating well, and from your profile I can tell that some of you are in quite a good balance with very small imbalances here and there, which is normal. Then you need less time to yourself. If you can't sleep, you don't feel happy, you don't feel balanced, you're not in the best shape, you are all over the place, you are not stable, and so on. You do not have this, you do not have this, this lacks this, and this lacks that. Then you need more time to breathe. Then your oxygen mask is larger. You require more time to get yourself in good shape on all levels, right? Okay. Consider the time and be generous with yourself. How much you need to take care of yourself. And nothing is more important. Work, yes, but that is to take care of you. Time with your children, yes, but I need to be happy first so I can be a good daddy or good mommy, right? Time with your lover, sure, but you want to be in balance yourself first. You don't want to say, well, give it to me. I'm sure you have the answer to my balance, because it's not true. Only you have the answer to your balance. You need to know how much time you need to get yourself gradually, over 6 months, over a year, into the best you could be, into the best shape, into the stable mind, happy soul, and healthy body state, to the level that you want to be at. And we all have different levels. If we're here, we're happy with here, or we might be happy with here. If we are here, we want to grow even higher, larger, and get up to here. And this can be on a mental level. You need to learn that, and you need to acquire a new skill or read a number of books, and you want to develop mentally, you want to have better knowledge in a certain area. Or on a spiritual level, you want to know, you want to study a certain religion, you want to look into yourself and understand yourself more. You might want to understand other people more. It all requires time. On the physical level, it is more simple, learning what's good for you, learning what your body likes. And your body does not like bacon, I'm sure. This is your mind and the habits and the taste buds that like bacon. But what does your body really like? What makes your body happy? When do you feel your best? After what sort of meal? What sort of exercise? What sort of program? And that is where your path comes in. This is the path you walk. And after you have defined how much time exactly you need to get yourself in shape on all 3 levels, the stomach is usually the weak part. So I'm symbolizing the physical shape by the stomach, spiritual shape by the soul, your heart is here, and mental shape by your brain. Although you can find it everywhere in the body. This can be the physical, or that. So this level, and this level should all be in shape. I think for Lena there would be about 2-3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, up to 5 hours a day, enough to take care of myself, enough to read and study, enough to meditate maybe, or just go for a walk and think quietly, enough to exercise, and enough to make the green juice. Now, some of the some of the parts of looking after yourself can be combined with looking after other people. So if I'm making green juice, I'm making twice as much so that I can share with the mother and father of the house to contribute to their health as well. And this adds to my spiritual health because I feel that I'm doing something good for other people, right? So it makes me smile inside too. Like I have not totally have spent time on myself, but also shared it with other people. Or let's say the back exercise of picking shellfish from the sea. When you go and do that, you're exercising your back, yet you pick a big bag of shellfish and you share with the people in the village, and you also give some to the parents, and you have enough for yourself to eat. So everybody benefits, everybody gives you a smile and a thank you, and you benefit. Physically, you exercise your back, you enjoy the sea, you're there meditating, picking out the shells. Good exercise for the eyes as well, because you have to find them, and so on. And yet you are helping yourself on a spiritual level too, because you are giving to other people unconditionally. You don't want a thank you, you don't want them to give something back to you. You are just happy giving because you want other people to be happy, and we all do. We talked about that yesterday, didn't we? I hope you remember. Okay, so how much time do you need for yourself a day? It might be 5 hours, it might be 10 hours. And this is not including proper, good sleep. If you lack the hours of sleep and you think, yes, I could do with an extra hour to go to bed early. Nothing can hold you back from looking after yourself. Why? Because your health on all 3 levels is number 1. More important than the most important project at work. More important than anything else. And sometimes, once a year or twice a year, you can sacrifice that sleep for your friend's birthday party. Although I don't think that's a worthwhile sacrifice. You can come home early and still make them happy earlier in the day, but you can make sacrifices, but not every day. Not saying like, well, they need me, the work needs me, so I'm just gonna neglect myself, neglect my body, neglect my mind and my soul, and go and work, go and take care of other people. What's gonna happen in the long run? This and this and this is gonna be in a decrease. The happiness level is going to go down, the stress level is going to go up, the physical state level is going to go down, and what do you end up with? A wreck. That's an extreme, but something that is worse than now. Do you want to be worse than now? Do you want to be better than now? Of course you want to be better. Plus we have to go against the flow, the age, right? The time is always working against us. So what can we do? We have to try harder with age. Yes, because our bodies are not as flexible, our mind is not as flexible, our memory is not as good, our taste buds are not as strong as they used to be. We don't hear as good as we used to when we were 15 or 20, before we listened to the Walkman or the CD player way too loud. It all decreases with age, so keeping it up, and not saying young forever, I'm not saying this, but keeping it up so that you can enjoy every stage of your life to its fullest. Every single stage. You know, a lot of people say, well, I'm young now, I'm going to work hard, and later when I retire I can rest. But when you get to the retirement stage, it's like, okay, I can't go anywhere because this hurts and that hurts, and my partner is sick, so we got to go visit the doctor and do this, and somebody needs an operation, so we can't go anywhere, we can't enjoy the holiday because this hurts and that hurts, and you're too heavy, and the same happens with here. And here it's overloaded with stress, you can't relax anymore. When things pile up, you can't just let go in one go. Everything in nature happens gradually, right? That's right. So don't let it pile up. Don't let it pile up here with all the stress and beasts. You know what beasts I'm talking about. And negative emotions suppressed and so on. Don't let it pile up here with with certain issues that you could not resolve. Yes, I need to study that. Oh yes, I need to work on that. I need to work with boo. When it gets to the boo stage, it's too late, because you can't just go like, okay, I'm going to study for half an hour, it's going to be all gone. Or I'm going to meditate for an hour and I'll be free again. It doesn't happen like this. The same with hair, and you can't just, oh, I got a big belly, so I'm going to chop it off and it's gone. It doesn't work like this. Effort, 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 effort. So, starting early is good. And part of Lena's oxygen mask, part of Lena's time is this, and is also carrot juice. So, today we're going to keep it 15 minutes, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.